Are you looking to simplify your multi-cloud infrastructure and automate your end-to-end network? In this Design Zone video, we will show how Alkira and Itential together can optimize your network. Hi, my name is Hasham, and I'm part of Alkira's product team. If you already are an Alkira customer or have been watching our Design Zone series, you already know how Alkira has simplified networking by providing an on-demand infrastructure with third-party security services and network services within Alkira CXP. And you can automate this through Terraform. But with Alkira's partnership with Itential, customers have the ability to deploy, manage, operate enterprise-grade networks for cloud and on-prem with end-to-end automation. To have a deep dive discussion on this partnership, let's welcome Misbah from Alkira and Jerry from Itential. Hey guys, how are you guys doing?
Hello, Sean. Doing well, and happy to be part of this video.
Hey, Sham. Thanks for having me here today.
Misbah, for the benefits of viewers who are new to Alkira, could you introduce yourself, what's your role, and explain what Alkira is and how it helps customers?
Sure. So I'm part of the product team here at Alkira and have been with the company for, I think, more than 4 years now. So basically, this what Alkira offers, Alkira offer network as a service platform to enable our customers to build their network end to end in this cloud era. When you are building the network in this cloud era, the connectivity is now moving from data centers into the cloud. But at the same time, there is on-prem network, on-prem workloads, remote users that needs connectivity to those cloud environments. And in some cases, users and branches still needs to talk to their data center. So what we provide this end-to-end enterprise-grade network, and not just network connectivity, but at the same time, we partner with partners like Itential or some security services vendor to offer enterprise-grade security and network services that runs on top of our platform that user can consume as a service. What you see on the screen is these hexagons, right? So these hexagons are called CXP. This is the cloud exchange point. This is the central point from a data plane perspective. All traffic, all users, all applications connect to these CXPs. These CXPs can be deployed anywhere in the globe. So when you deploy it in different regions, all the connectivity between them is basically done by Alkira automatically. So you will have a full mesh of backbone connectivity by absolutely spinning it up the CXP through our applications. Now, once the CXPs are there, you can connect different workloads, you can connect different apps, remote users, and branches. And then on top of it, you can also consume different kind of services. The value that we are bringing with this Alkira and Itential partnership, that Alkira is the glue that is connecting all the different networks, while Itential will take care of end-to-end automation that will talk to Alkira and all the other devices that exist within the data centers and within the cloud environment. Hope this helps, Asham.
That's great, Misbah. Thank you for the brief introduction to Alkira and how it has helped customers. Turning towards Itential, Jerry, you are a solution architect in Itential and work with firsthand with many of your customers. Tell us more about what Itential does and why customers choose Itential.
So, Itential has developed a network automation and orchestration platform that really makes it easy for network teams to build automations without the need to learn to write code. As we'll see today, we can build an automation on our drag and drop canvas, and these automations can operate across traditional networks, cloud, even include other IT systems. So we support the automation orchestration across all of these because we make it easy to integrate with these systems using APIs. So that means that network teams can really start building and using automation quickly and enabling their team to operate and manage the network more efficiently. All right, so what we're looking at here on this slide is an overview of where Itential can really fit in your network. Starting at the top, the different ways that things can start, interacting with people interacting with the platform, or orders coming in from other systems, triggering via events, or even a part of your DevOps CI/CD process, things like that. And then you can see how we can integrate with other systems like sources of truth as a way to be able to pull in data and use that as a part of our automation. And then we're also able to then, on the network side, connect with other systems like Alkira in the cloud there as a part of what we're doing here. And it's really just easily done through those adapters, being able to connect into all these various systems.
Listening to both of you, I can connect the dots to see how customers may benefit from Alkira and Itential partnership. But can you explain what drove this partnership and what problem is getting resolved for customers?
Sure. I think the most exciting part about this partnership that it was driven by our customers. So whenever we do, like within our DNA, what we do is any feature, any partnership that we do, we basically have a customer use case and a customer problem in mind. And considering that the customer was one of our common customer, one big common customer actually asked us to look into each of the solution and come up with a partnership. That basically tells me that this partnership we did not have to manufacture or develop. It's naturally aligned. The solutions are complementary. The solution do not overstep onto each other. And what it means is it's a win-win solution for both of our customers. And as you can see in the partnership overview, and Jerry can go into the details that how Itential can interact with different elements of the network and where Alkira benefits the customers, you would able to see the value the both solution can bring to the table for our joint customers. Jerry, why don't you go over our slide that is on the screen?
Yeah, absolutely. Like Misbah said, Itential and Alkira really are complementary platforms. So what we're looking at on the slide here, we can see we've got Alkira in the center, which is able to provide the connectivity for customers from their on-prem and cloud networks. But it's still on the customer to be able to manage things like their AWS VPCs, their firewall rules, routing within the data center. And that's where Itential steps in. We're able to, connect to those devices in the data center in order to configure them, connect to your AWS in order to, spin up a new VPC, an EC2 instance, and then also connect to your firewalls, either directly or through a controller, and be able to configure the firewall rules there. What we've learned here is, that together with, Itential and Alkira, the customer really gets an end-to-end, fully automated and orchestrated process.
This sounds good. Why don't you guys show us the integration?
Sure, Sham. We can definitely do a quick demo of how customer will be leveraging it. But let me just spend 2 minutes on talking about the use cases, which kind of is a following to our discussions of the benefits that the integration brings to the customers, brings for the customer. So first of all, I think generally speaking, if you look at it at the industry direction, right, from an app experience perspective, what customers are looking to do is they want to consume their network like their apps, right? So with apps, you build the CI/CD pipelines, you build the application experience end to end, where when you execute a job, it basically provisions your application end to end. However, from a network perspective, it was still very manual, very mundane, where you have to configure every hop. So they want to get the same experience, and they want to integrate the network piece of it into the app experience also. What it brings at the same time is network agility, right? One of the feedback that we got from our customer using both of our solution is now their network is faster than their application team, which is unheard of. This is what this partnership brings to the table. Now, at the same time, you look at the challenges with the DIY solution. If a customer do-it-yourself cloud solution, that I mean, if you look at it at a customer environment that has 3 clouds, what do you want? Like you would expect that customer to have different teams with 3 different cloud expertise. That is not going to happen because it comes at a cost. Then comes the day 2 support. How do you do the config management? How do you make sure that your configurations are compliant with your SOC 2, with your security and everything else? So together with Alkira and Itential, you can take care of a lot of day 2 support issues. Then lastly, it provides you one standardized unified environment end to end from a deployment perspective, from a data plane perspective, from an orchestration perspective, from a management perspective. Now it basically takes out the need to actually manage and control different points in the network. You just manage it through one single interface. And all the reporting, if there are any issues from a compliance and a config perspective, gets onto that unified interface. So you guys have listened to us about the benefits, the use cases, how natural this partnership looks like. But the proof is always in the pudding. So you need to see everything in action to believe it. So what we have done here is, based on our discussions, based on what we talked about, we have created a quick demo that actually goes through an actual real world scenario, what enterprises will go through and how they would leverage Alkira and Itential to build or enhance their application. So what you see on the screen is the Alkira portal. In the middle, it's that hexagon that we talked about in the initial part of the Design Zone video. It's called CXP, Cloud Exchange Point. This is in US West region, and it already has the data center, customer data center on the left connected over IPsec. And then on the right-hand side, it has a cloud application, which is hosted in the Azure network. And also it has internet connectivity, and in the middle, you see a PAN firewall. All of it was deployed through Itential, and all the policies, all the configuration in the data center was configured using Itential. Now, the use case is that a business is looking for multi-cloud in order to have their apps redundant. So in case of a DR or a region going down for one of the cloud service provider, they have redundancy built into their application. In this demo, in this quick demo, we will show how customer can leverage Itential to provision the additional cloud applications through Alkira, and also how they can add or configure the firewall policies within the PAN to allow connectivity to this new or to allow connectivity to the application that will be deployed inside AWS. With that, Jerry, why don't you show us your magic there?
Sounds good. Thanks, Misbah. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and hop into Operations Manager in the automation platform here. And we're going to go ahead and kick off our automation. Now, what we're doing here with this form is we're taking in the information we need in order to perform all the other steps that we've talked about. So we're going to be able to create a VPC, create the new EC2 instance. We'll then create our connector in Alkira to get us connectivity to the AWS VPC. And then finally, we'll provision and configure our firewall and get that going for us. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm selecting the information from these drop-down fields. And I want to point out that one of the things that we can do within our forms in the automation platform here is we can federate our data. And what that means is that these drop-downs, the values in them are populated dynamically when we're going to run our automation here. So we're actually using our adapter into Alkira here to pull back information like the credentials available to us or which CXP regions are available and allow us to use them. So with that, I'll go ahead and click here and we'll kick things off. So what we're looking at now is a live view of our automation as it's running. We can see we've already gone through the first few steps here, and it's indicated by these green check marks. We also have our detailed audit down below showing us all the information around what has executed. And currently we're in this child job here, which allows us to nest one workflow within another. And this one is provisioning our VPC, and then it is spinning up our EC2 instance. Now it's going to take a moment there while that EC2 instance comes online. But once we do that, we'll then step into our provisioning of the connectors, as well as configuring our firewall to get that full branch connectivity. Okay, we can see that our automation is finished here, meaning that we've provisioned our connector in Alkira, as well as configured our firewall. Let's jump back into the Alkira platform, and we'll be able to see our new connector here. So as we can see, on the right-hand side here, we have our new AWS VPC connector, which is now providing connectivity to the VPC we created at the beginning of the automation. Our last step here is we'll go ahead and we'll jump into a PC that's running in the branch location on this side here, and we'll show that the connectivity is now working. Okay, we have our browser here. Go ahead and put in the IP address that we have for our EC2 instance. And as you can see, the web server we deployed in our VPC is now accessible from our branch location through the Alkira platform. All right, just to summarize, the demo showed an existing customer wanting to deploy an application through Alkira and AWS. Itential created the new VPC and launched the EC2 instance, then created an AWS connector in Alkira before finally configuring the firewall within the CXP to allow traffic.
Thanks, Jerry. This was a great demo. I felt the demo definitely showed the huge value of this partnership for customers. And like you both explained, it will enable customers to deploy, manage, and operate enterprise-grade networks for cloud and on-prem with end-to-end automation. Well, thank you guys for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks, Hisham. This has been great.
Thanks, Jerry, and thanks, Hisham. It was awesome to be part of this video and really excited about this partnership and the value it will bring to both of our customers.
If you would like to know more about how Alkira and Itential can help you to simplify and automate your network, then please contact us at info@itential.com or sales@alkira.net.